Welcome to SBCU. Today, we're going to talk about the all-new Roubaix. The development of this bike was years in the making. Our engineers have worked extensively with McLaren Applied Technologies to measure compliance and design a system that best manages the imperfections on all roads. All of this work results in a bicycle that delivers a smooth and confident ride with the highest level of performance. Nothing is smoother, nothing is faster. Let's get into the details. I dream of roads with endless, buttery smooth asphalt. But the reality is, no roads are perfect. Every road has its Roubaix, and we need technology to smooth out our rides. A smoother ride means less fatigue. When you're separated from jarring road surfaces, you can spend more time in the saddle. The Future Shock is the technology that enables the smoothest ride ever tested on a road bike. This system utilizes springs and allows for 20 millimeters of travel. You probably have some questions right now, like why springs? Or haven't we seen technologies like this in the past? Good questions, and through our partnership with McLaren, we've been able to answer them. Using something we call the McLaren Rolling Efficiency Model, we've come to better understand what's actually happening when you're riding on rough roads. With it, we've been able to look at compliance on a bicycle in a couple different ways, splay and axial. Traditionally, endurance bikes have added compliance by allowing their fork to flex back and forth. And this type of compliance is called splay. This flex is effective at dulling the edges of sharp bumps, but in doing so, it actively takes speed away from the bike with each small flex. Think about it. As the bike encounters a bump, the fork flexes backwards, which decelerates the impact and smooths out the hit. This motion results in an overall slower speed at the bike. The Future Shock, on the other hand, smooths out your ride without any loss of speed. We positioned it above the head tube in order to maintain a vertical path, and here's why that's very important. When your front wheel encounters a bump on the road, the bike is going to move up towards your hands and preserve your forward momentum. In other words, you get relief from the impact without slowing down. This type of compliance is called axial, and it's the key to the Roubaix's smooth and efficient ride. It's important to understand why the Future Shock is positioned above the stem. Because there isn't any flex in the wheelbase, the Roubaix can deliver crisp, predictable handling. The Future Shock is designed for road riding, not off-road trails. This system needs to be incredibly active, and springs are the best solution to absorbing the frequencies you encounter on the roads. Other suspension systems with damping are heavy, and because of stiction, they require too much force to initiate their travel. Because of that, they're unable to smooth out the chatter you experience on the road. The back end of this bike is just as important as the front. Our CGR seat post and drop clamp seat stays suspend the rider on an arc path of movement. This allows us to have the compliance we need without compromising your riding position. On the Roubaix, we pair wide rims with supple tires. To make your ride even smoother, nearly every model is tubeless ready out of the box. You'll see our Revol CL and CLX32 wheel sets on some of these Roubaix. The rims have an inner width of 21 millimeters and a height of 32 millimeters. In the disc option, they weigh only 1,350 grams a set, and trust with our wind tunnel, we've squeezed every ounce of aerodynamics we possibly could into these wheels. The CLX32s are more aerodynamic than the CLX40s at every yaw angle. Confidence is ripping through a turn with a smile on your face. The Future Shock suspends the rider, but at the same time pushes your tire against the ground. The distribution of your weight is spread more evenly, and you have superior traction. Your bike will be telling you, go ahead, lean it over a little bit more. I gotcha. And to take it a step further, the Roubaix has clearance for up to 32 millimeter wide tires. So don't be afraid to go big. When you head out for a ride, be confident you didn't forget any of your must-haves. All Roubaix are capable of running the swap box, and it comes stock on select models. This stores a multi-tool, tire lever, tube, CO2, and inflator. Everything you need is stored nice and tidy in the most ideal location for weight. The Roubaix utilizes our rider-first engineered process. Individual performance targets are set for each frame size, and teams of engineers create the perfect bike in that size. The result is consistent performance across the entire size spectrum. The Roubaix has always been known for its wide range of fit possibilities. None of that has been lost, and actually, our fit range has expanded in both directions, up and down. The 15mm rise hover bar allows you to bring the front end of the Roubaix higher than before. If that's not your cup of tea, the shorter head tube and flat bar will allow you to get lower than previous generations of Roubaix. We brought characteristics from our competitive geometry into the Roubaix. A slightly steeper head tube angle gives you quicker, more responsive handling, and the bottom bracket is a smidge lower for improved stability. Riders at all ends of the spectrum will benefit from the refinements in the Roubaix's geometry. Our engineers were also tasked to keep the Roubaix as light as possible. Out of the box, a size 56 S-Works Roubaix weighs in at only 15.9 pounds. If you want a smooth and confident ride that delivers the highest level of performance, you just found your bike. Nothing is smoother, nothing is faster. Head into your local specialized retailer and take the Roubaix out for a ride.